I watched this video.
He knows he likes to shoot like this without dipping the ball. It's actually a really good move. The defender just has to be lower than you. I can't tell if these are the same clips. Wait a minute, that dude just shoot left-handed? Holy shit. Wait, why is this guy just poking his belly? But yeah, with Dev, I mean, look how close Dev is here. There's just no respect to the drive, so that's why the move didn't work. You got him there. That was a good move, quick. He travels though for sure. Dev travels a little bit. It's still a good move, but I mean, he definitely traveled.
I thought you was about to go sit back there.
And Devin is trash talking.
Too much room.
Nice jump shot. Dev's got a really nice J. I like his J. I don't think he took Ryan that seriously in this game. I mean, you can see in his face there, he just kind of... This definitely was not a challenge for Dev whatsoever. That was a good shot. Good shot by Dev too. And Dev was just showing Ryan here that he can shoot the same way out of that weird shooting pocket. It's a hard shot too. Ryan can hit some pretty hard shots. He just needs to drive, Ryan. Just drive, bro. That's all he needs to do is just drive. That's a good shot.
I know this sounds weird, but can we be best friends?
And even here, there's like a ton of lateral movement when really hard drive to the hoop would have been better. That cross is nasty. That's hard to shoot though. If you guys ever cross like that, the ball comes up all funny in your hand. It's a hard shot.
Oh, I love Ryan.
Dev's playing all close, fouling a little bit, but still a good D. Little jab step and a jumper. That's all you need to be good at 101. Jab step, jumper, and a drive. But Ryan, man, his footwork on defense. Ryan's footwork on defense needs some improvement. This was a travel too. Devin just travels, man. Nice little step back though. Come on, Ryan. Give us a drive, Ryan.
Oh, I love Ryan.
Give us a drive, Ryan. He's gonna shoot. It's a hard shot though. Holy cow, it's a hard shot. That shit works too. That's a hard shot. And his footwork on defense. That's the two things that really stand out to me for Ryan are... I don't know if it's an inability, because I haven't seen him play a ton, but...
I'll just rip through.
He needs to just rip through just like this. Power rip through, man. Just like that, Ryan. Power rip through and boom, it's done. But instead he does this lateral movement. So if he had a really strong drive, that would have helped him. Then he could get his shot off so much easier. But the two things that stood out to me were his inability to drive and his defense. He's just got weird feet on defense, man. Like really weird feet on defense. It's like he reminds me of a bunny rabbit when he's jumping around like that. I don't know. He probably just hasn't, my guess is he hasn't played a ton of one-on-one before, or a lot of defense. And you can see they do the same move here, but look, Dev commits to the drive, whereas Ryan doesn't. And Dev makes a little contact, nice little spin move. And all Ryan had to do was just commit to the extent that Dev did, and he could have had similar results. He either got the layup or he could have made contact and then done a step back jumper. Dev is so shifty. Dev is shifty. Frigga's gonna have a hard time guarding that shiftiness, that's for sure. I do like Dev's defense though. His defensive IQ is really good. And that's probably because his offense is so good. I feel like when your offense is really, really good, you kind of know what the offensive player is thinking. And I like how he puts that shooting hand right in his pocket so he has to switch up his shot. I think though, I mean, beyond all the stuff I've already talked about, I think the biggest thing that really stood out in my mind with this whole game is just the lack of intensity. I don't know, I didn't feel like this was a real game of one-on-one. I felt like they were almost practicing or just messing around. It lacked the intensity that I'm used to seeing in a true game of one-on-one. Why was that dude playing like he wasn't allowed to dribble? That's what I want to know, Satana. That's all I had to do is just, well, I mean, not even dribble, it's more like drive. He isn't good, it's not true. Checkmate. You're only allowed 3 dribbles. That doesn't mean anything, you only need 2 dribbles to score. Dude just sucks face. You don't need 2 dribbles to score, you just need 1 dribble. You just need 1 dribble to make it to the hoop. Easily make a layup with 1 dribble. I don't think Ryan sucks. He definitely doesn't suck, dude. I mean, those shots he's making, good luck sucking and making some of those shots he made. He just needs to drive and then work on his defense. Those are his 2. Difference between real hoopers and YouTube sensation hoopers. To some degree. It looks to me, when I watch Ryan, my first intuitive initial impression of him after watching him play is that he just hasn't played a lot. He reminds me of some of my high school buddies who would kind of casually play basketball, but then when they would play me, you could just juke them a little bit and their feet would all be every which way because they were just inexperienced on defense. And that kind of is how Ryan appears to me, and then also his drive. I'm not sure what's going on with his drive. Ryan can't get his shot off the whole game. Yeah, it's because he wasn't really driving. Great defense. Dev did have good defense. He did get his shot a few times, but he did have some difficulty for sure. Yeah. Appreciate the invite. Ryan says, appreciate the invite. I'm glad I haven't hooped in a long ass. Wait, I'm glad I came. I haven't hooped in a long ass time. I needed that. Let's do it again. I played terrible. I'm not running from that. I trained 10 hours a day, but I'm hoping to get back in the swing of playing again. It's funny because he's a little ambiguous there. Is he meaning like he trains himself or trains others? It's funny because this dude down here says, this sure puts it into perspective going through the motions of training versus playing actual human beings, doesn't it? Playing 1 to 2 hours of basketball of actual competition pays far better off than doing 10 hours of punch dribble drives as he's against cones all day. So this dude thinks that he meant he trains 10 hours. I think Ryan means that he's training other people 10 hours a day. Obviously, dude. Yeah. I don't train myself, I train younger. Yeah, exactly, but you're still right. The best players will tell you that you need both. Yeah, for sure. I just think, like, just his defense, man. Defense and driving, that's really it. And I mean, yeah, defense is it's much easier to learn a really good drive than it is a really good defense, but I think with some good training, that defense would come in pretty quick. Especially versus Dev, there are times when I'm like, dude, you need to switch up your stance. A lot of times he gives Dev the drive and the shot, when what I would do is if Dev's left foot is his pivot foot, that means he can drive hard to the right, right? So you want to cut off the right, and then you always want to have your left hand up, preventing Dev from bringing the ball up. So at least, like, yeah, if a guy's really good and he can make a jump shot when you're putting your hand there, like in the middle to kind of maybe strip the ball from him, he might have to go around it and shoot, but that makes it way harder. So those are the two biggest things Ryan could do. Switch up his stance and then always keep his left hand up to make Dev have to switch where he's bringing the ball up for his jumper. That'd be my two biggest suggestions for him. Ryan, your trash ass got exposed. You're hella cocky, always talking shit about the perfect shooting form. Sit your ass down. You're real hooper. I mean, come on, dude. That's not even true, man. Some of those shots he made were super hard. And I think his shooting form, I mean, you know, if you've watched my last video, there's no such thing as perfect shooting form, but his shooting form looks pretty damn good. I mean, he's nice and square. Everything looks really great. He's very consistent with it. I'll give him that. And his shot goes in, so yeah, lots of people like to talk smack. Keyboard wearers like to talk smack without actually being able to play. I mean, probably like 99% of people in the comment section aren't really that good at one-on-one. Between a real hooper and a coach. And that's true. I mean, does the fact that Ryan got his ass kicked in this game diminish his training ability? No. You could take some of the best coaches out there and they probably couldn't even make a layup. Let's be real. So, and if you're a trainer like Ryan and you can do both, more power to you. If you can play and you can train, more power to you.